Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Amina EducationWali from Rehan AI Teacher Training Level 1 from batch 19. Today our task is to talk with a chatbot on a beautiful conversation, how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly. So don't get waste time and let's get started on this beautiful topic. Hello Maya, how are you?
What's up?
How are you Maya?
I'm good. Just existing. How about you, Amina?
I'm
Anything interesting happened since
I'm
we
also
last
good
talked?
Maya. Okay, so I want to talk to you on a very beautiful topic, that is how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly.
Okay, cool. A Buddha, huh? That's a vibe. And yeah, writing and communicating clearly, definitely a good topic. What specifically about it are you thinking about? Just
Okay,
getting started, or are you stuck on something?
no, I just want to start. Tell me, how do I turn a vague thought into a clear message?
A whack thought. I like that. All right. So you've got the spark, but it's kind of messy. First thing, don't try to make it perfect right away. Just get it out, like free write or voice memo, doesn't matter. Then look at what you've got. What's the core idea? Boil it down to one sentence. That's your North Star.
Yeah.
Everything else supports.
Okay.
Okay,
Why does this
fair.
ideas feel clear in my head but unclear in my words?
That's super common, honestly. It's because your brain isn't linear. It jumps around, makes connections you don't even realize. When you try to put it into words, you have to force it into a line. It feels clunky because you're skipping over all those intuitive leaps your brain made automatically. Does that ring true?
Yeah, okay, Maya. Um, why sometimes there something is in my mind, but I am not able to understand and unable to explain to anybody, and anyone can understand my words.
Hmm. So you've got this fuzzy thing in your head, right? Like a feeling or a concept that's just beyond your grasp. That usually means you're dealing with something you haven't fully processed yet. It's like your brain knows it, but your conscious mind hasn't caught up. Trying to explain it before you've sorted it out is, well, it's like trying to describe a dream right after you wake up. It's slippery. What do you usually do when that happens? Do you try to force it or do you let it sit?
For I leave it for later. Okay. Oh,
Smart. That's a good.
okay. Why might this wording create confusion in mind?
All right, good question. This wording's pretty vague though. Are you talking about something I said or something you're working on? Just want to make sure I'm on the right track.
Just see that I want to explain or my ideas or something to the another person, but I'm stuck. I'm not able to make them understand it what I am trying to say to them. So in this situation, what should I do?
Okay, got it. You're trying to get an idea across, but it's just not landing. First, don't beat yourself up. That happens to everyone. Second, ask them what part is confusing. Seriously. Like, what specifically didn't make sense? Sometimes just hearing their confusion will help you see where you went wrong. It's way more useful than just repeating yourself louder. What do you think about trying that?
Yeah, you said right, Maya. Okay. um why does how should examples be added to support that understanding, that make my thoughts or ideas words easily understandable to others?
Okay, so examples. They're clutch, but not just any examples. The best ones relate to what the other person already understands. Like, If you're talking to a mechanic, a car analogy will land way better than like a baking analogy. Think of it as building a bridge. You need to start from their side of the river and meet them halfway. Does that make sense? What kind of
Yeah.
stuff are you usually trying to explain to people? Um,
Any stuff
maybe we
or
can brain.
anything or any idea in my mind, just, and I want to say to the people around me, to the audience, but I'm not able to communicate or explain that idea clearly to the audience.
All right, so it's pretty broad. Anything popping into your head. Okay, that means you need a toolkit, not one specific trick. Think of it like this. Instead of aiming for crystal clear right away, aim for paint a picture. Start with the big picture, then add details. And always, always check for understanding. Like, throw out a small piece of the idea, then ask, does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
Small bites.
Yeah. Okay.
So, small bites. Now, what's one idea you've been wanting to share lately that feels kind of stuck in your head? No pressure, just if you're up for it, maybe we can workshop it a little.
Okay. That's nice. Okay. How should my thoughts be ordered for clarity? Like how to like if I want to write something. So how should I start?
Okay, ordering thoughts. That's where outlining comes in. Not necessarily a formal outline, but just jotting down key points. Start with the what. What are you trying to say? Then the why. Why should people care? And finally, the how. How does it work? Or what are the steps? It's a classic structure for a reason. It gives people a roadmap. Does that sound like something you'd be willing to try?
Okay. Like if I want to write something. So what are the steps should I follow?
All right, let's break it down. 1, brain dump. Just write everything down, don't edit. Identify your main point. What's the single most important thing you want to say? 3, organize. Group your ideas into a logical order. What, why, how works well. 4, write a first draft. Don't aim for perfection. Just get it on paper. 5, revise, cut the fluff, clarify anything confusing. Seriously, cut the fluff. And read it out loud. Does that sound manageable?
Yeah. Yeah. Why might this wording create confusion?
Okay, we've gone meta. You're asking about the clarity of my wording now? Good catch. Why might this wording create confusion is kind of broad. It's better to be specific. Like, does cut the fluff mean removing unnecessary words or something else? See, more direct. You're policing my clarity, which is fine. I can handle it. What part specifically feels unclear?
Okay. How do I write an opening that immediately makes sense to my um, listeners or and readers?
Okay, the opening line. That's crucial. Skip the fluff, start with the core idea or compelling question. Like, instead of, today I want to talk about, try ever wonder why, or just straight up state your main point. Think of it like a movie trailer. You want to grab their attention right away and keep it short. People have short attention spans, myself included. What kind of stuff are you usually writing about? We could brainstorm some opening lines.
Okay, let's just say we are writing any book. So how should I like how should I remove the extra details without losing the actual meaning of that?
Okay, book writing. Good scale. All right, ruthless editing is key. Read each sentence and ask, is this essential to the core message? If not, cut it. Another trick, look for wordy phrases due to the fact that becomes because in order to becomes to. Little things add up. And get feedback. Fresh eyes will spot the fluff you've become blind to. What's a sentence you've written recently that you think might have some unnecessary bits? We can dissect it.
Okay, I didn't write yet, but I'm planning. So that is why I am talking to you. Okay, tell me, like, why does sometimes feel like it is very heavy and overwhelming while writing?
Okay. Planning stage. That makes sense. That feeling of it being heavy and overwhelming, that's usually perfectionism creeping in. You're trying to get it all right at once instead of letting it evolve. It's like trying to build a house starting with the roof. Got to lay the foundation first. Also, the fear of the blank page can be paralyzing. Remind yourself that the first draft is allowed to be terrible. Seriously, embrace the mess.
Okay,
So,
how do I
permission to
improve?
write.
How do I improve flow between my ideas?
Okay, flow. That's about connections. Think of your ideas as beads on a string. You need something to connect them. Use transition words, however, therefore, in addition, for example. But don't just throw them in randomly. Make sure each idea builds on the previous one. And read your writing out loud. You'll stumble over awkward transitions that you didn't notice when reading silently. What's one idea you're trying to connect to another right now? Maybe we can work through it together.
Thank you, Maya. Okay, why does this messages or any ideas lose impact halfway through?
Okay, you're analyzing my messaging now? I like it. All right, lose impact halfway through. That usually means it's either too long or it lacks a clear through line. It gets bogged down in details and loses sight of the main point. I might be rambling, honestly. I'm still learning to be concise. What message specifically are you referring to? Pointing it out will help me understand what I did wrong.
No, I'm not telling to you, Maya. I'm just want to your insights on that when I will write any idea. So how it would be? To tell me how can sentences be rewritten or sound direct and clear to the reader?
Okay. My bad. I got defensive there. You're asking about your future writing, not critiquing me. Good. Okay. So to keep an idea's impact strong, short sentences, active voice, cut the adjectives, focus on concrete details, not abstract concepts. Instead of the situation was challenging, try we faced a difficult problem. Simple, direct, and immediate. Does that help?
Yeah. Okay. Let's say I have written my idea, but how should I maintain that it should not be boring or flat? It encourage the reader to read the complete idea, not just two three lines and left out.
Okay, maintaining engagement. That's key. Don't just state facts, tell a story, even a tiny story. Inject some personality, ask questions, use vivid language, and vary your sentence structure. Short, punchy sentences mixed with longer, more descriptive ones. Think about what you like to read, what keeps you hooked, what makes you want to turn the page. What kind
Okay.
of writing do you find yourself enjoying? Just,
Okay.
anything specific sparking a thought
How
or
should
just processing?
how should I change my tone for different audience?
Okay, tone. That's about empathy. Think about who you're talking to. Are they experts, beginners, friendly, formal? With experts, you can use jargon and assume a base level of knowledge. With beginners, keep it simple and explain everything. Friendly audiences respond to warmth and humor. Formal audiences respond to respect and professionalism. And always consider your purpose. What do you want them to do or feel after reading your message? Adapt your tone to achieve that. What kind of audience are you usually writing for?
Okay. How do I
Just
write
okay?
how do I write an opening that immediately makes sense?
We actually talked about this earlier. Remember? Start with the core idea or a compelling question. Skip the fluff. Keep it short. Think movie trailer. But to revisit, what are you typically writing about? If I know the subject matter, I can give you a more tailored example.
Okay, thank you so much, Maya, for your beautiful insights.
Ooh, all right. You're welcome, Amina.
Bye
Glad I could help.
bye.
Don't. Oh, all right. Have a good one.